So let's queue up our last match, and yeah, that'll be it. It's I guess Techno versus Galen the Wise. I will be right back. Hold down the fort for me while I'm gone, Radar.
This actually reminds me of a funny situation. So Faust needs to take a quick break. Not sure why, but when Walt and I were commentating Gommel back in July, I needed to use the washroom. Like I just had been chugging water, I guess, the whole time, and I was like, I just don't think I can hold it like for another hour or something. So I was like, I need to find like a time to go use the washroom, but there just was no break. So I ran off. And then everyone in the chat was like, I think Radar's mic is muted, and Walt is just desperately trying to make it not seem like I wasn't there. So it was a very funny thing on rewatch. But that's my little story for the chat. In the meantime, Wrackle versus Techno, we talked a lot about why this matchup can be kind of tricky. It's a matchup where Fox has to kind of know what he is doing. Otherwise, you know, you will just get punished. So there'll be an interesting thing to see if kind of Wrackle has that experience. Going for the down throw, for example, is a good example of that. Knowing that you're not really going to get anything off of the up throw, of course, except for the sharking opportunities. So it's stuff like that. Okay, so both of them just kind of feeling each other out. You know, we did mention about Samus kind of and Falco and kind of like the way you can sort of play safe and sort of space around it. I feel like Fox can do similar things with his speed, but the lack of laser makes it a bit trickier to shut down Samus. SD. And I'm interested to see how Wrackle plays around that up B, because so far Rat was playing around it really, really well.
So I'm back. What did I miss? Anything interesting? You're talking about the lack of lasers, right?
Well, before that, I was talking about how when I was commentating Gommel and I had to go to the washroom, I like ran off and all the chat was like, I think Radar's muted. Production, Radar's muted. And I'm like, I just really need to use the washroom. So that was my little comment initially. And other than that, yeah, just talking about that.
Yeah, so that was an interesting punish out of shield there. I actually quite liked the up air though. You know, Galen not biting out of the corner there, which is great. You know, it's really tempting to try to force your way out because you just want to get back to center, but you can whiff punish the hell out of a lot of characters for throwing out moves in place like that. Really great to see from Galen the Wise.
So far, I feel like Wrackle's defensive play and spacing has been quite solid. I like where and when they're shielding, like we just saw at the edge. Shielding is one of those weird things that seems like it's not something that I feel people talk about in Melee much. They'll talk about like their out of shield game, but I remember I did some like analysis of Cody playing various Fox matchups, and Cody is like the master of knowing when to shield, and it's honestly a measure of a good player. Like right there, getting the shield up and getting the punish. Some people just don't think to shield there, and then literally lose their stock because Samus gets a huge opening. Beautiful player as well.
Yeah, also apologies, I kept calling Wrackle Galen the Wise there. That's my bad. But the wave shines out of shield are just so potent against characters like Samus or like Peach that a lot of the time can get away with hitting your shield in kind of an unsafe way because your reward isn't that good. But against a Fox with good wave shines out of shield, that can just be death at 80%, you know? It's tough to deal with.
Those things too were like a wave shine out of shield. If you don't play Melee and they're a good Fox player, it looks like it's kind of like it must not be that hard. And then you try it and you're like, this is like just so painfully hard, at least on a GameCube controller. It is just so frame tight. Just getting the shine out of shield on its own, I find, is quite difficult, let alone getting a wave dash immediately afterwards.
Yeah, no, I think also because the risk is quite heavy, you know? You air dodge off of you air dodge there instead of getting your proper wave dash, and you are getting opened up for sure. Like there's almost no way you avoid getting opened up. And another wave shine out of shield, although the fall because Samus wasn't grounded, didn't end up getting any reward off of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, you know, we bring up this wave shine stuff. I would say the shine out of shield game and the wave shine out of shield in particular is something that like has been worked on for so long by Foxes, but even in 2022, almost 2023, it is still not really something that like Foxes just get, you know, like especially among like the top Foxes. Like I remember back when Leffen was doing it a lot versus Armada, it made it look like the matchup is just impossible, but it just still is so hard to execute. And I don't know, it's like ledge dashes. Like we still see people missing ledge dashes even now.
Yeah, and I think it also has to do with the fact that like depending on when and where the other character hits your shield, the timing can be quite different. You know, and if you do it early, like if you try to input the shine early, then you just end up like doing a wave dash out of shield because it'll eat your input, for instance. Nice up air coming off of the platform. I think one of the big, and Cody's talked about this actually, one of the big innovations from Fox in the past year or so is using up air in like situations that we haven't before, like not in the up throw up airs or the you know, the like ways to finish off of a weak back air or something like that. And using it as like just a neutral tool kind of almost, or like off of a wave shine we've seen him doing recently too.
Yes. I mean, up air, just an insane move, right? Like Fox's up air, in basically every matchup is good. It just opens up a character so consistently. The reason he's been doing those like wave shine up airs, as you know, is like it's a way to start a big combo. Wow, what a crazy hitbox there! Like
I thought that was gonna sour spot for sure.
Crazy.
Nice. Something that I is, even though the wave shine up smash is very good against Samus can still ASDI down tech until very high percents. But I'm seeing that that they're getting part of the way there. You know, they're getting the ASDI down, but maybe mistiming the tech, inputting it too early or something.
I just am completely blown away by Wrackle's out of shield game this set. I feel like so often Samus will do something and Wrackle just gets a crazy out of shield option. Is Wrackle the box player?
No, that was Galen. That's why I was a little confused at first, as I was seeing the crazy wave shines. I don't know what kind of control scheme Wrackle uses.
Yeah. Just really impressive. Like it is. I don't know. It's like it looks so smooth when you do it well, and we're used to seeing people do kind of shines out of shield, but like it's like you said, the timing is variable depending on the move they're doing. Right there, we see it again. It is just like something that Wrackle has labbed and got down, and you know, even players at the highest level still kind of mess it up. So really impressive stuff. And once you do stuff like that, this matchup gets a lot better for Fox.
Something I was just thinking about, or I just noticed that Wrackle has done a couple times here, is he will like dash forward to bait Techno into giving up more space, but then wave dash back, Techno's in the corner, can't move back further anymore, and will go for like a nair or something, like a full hop aerial, so they don't have a way to escape, and wave dash back down smash or something.
Yeah.
It's happened a few times. Cool little scenario.
Yeah, it's like a clever player for sure.
Baiting people to keep giving you up stage feels so good. Like you are scared. FD is the play, I think. This is generally, yeah, like we said earlier, is the typical anti-Samus counter pick. Like she has to jump to do anything. Like she has to jump to shoot a missile in like a really unsafe way from far away, and close, like, you know, she can't jump to escape whatever you're doing. You can shark her really well here, like you can up throw her and actually get things because she can't just like bomb jump out of the way. If she uses her double jump, she's like pretty screwed.
Absolutely. Just was commenting for techno in the chat. I think it's important, even though like not, you know, like just try not to say anything when you're talking about a match as replay. You know,
oh yes, of course.
But yeah, I totally agree with the weaknesses that Samus kind of struggle with on the stage, or like the weaknesses of the character that this stage kind of like mentions.
Yeah, is someone, I forget who it was, described Samus as like a Street Fighter character. Like she when she jumps, it's like she's committing to that. She's like a Castlevania character, you know, like the old Castlevania games where you jump and you're just like fully committed to that until you land again.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god.
Worked out. Oh, interesting option to go for the charge shot,
Oh.
but then another missed ledge dash.
Yeah, this is definitely getting more like this is techno like getting the Black Friday deal on the matchup right now. Just
Oh
like,
yeah. Please go into the corner.
All the points, all the all the deals. It's just been juicy.
Oh yeah. Near me in the corner, you get a down smash. Oh, probably dead here. Yeah, this is looking saucy. Fucking really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wonder if we're gonna see a 4-stock here. Down smash. Yeah, thankfully got stalled their ascent with the up B there, and no 4-stock, but still
those
very
are just
tough.
coming in asking what happened here. A little bit of SDs, a little bit of down smashes. It's just been kind of a fiesta of punishments, but I do suspect that we will see the end shortly. Not able to get to ledge in time. If Wrackle is able to turn it around, Wrackle's goated, but
I'm gonna say this is pretty over. Like it's kind of, you know, you'd have to mess up pretty. Basically, the only way you lose this is if you like throw into the next century. You know.
I've seen bigger throws, but I do agree. I do agree. I mean, this like anything can happen, right? We've seen Wrackle able to just get like
way,
dude. You know, the game speaks for itself. Wrackle suddenly making this look a lot more possible, especially if you're going to charge your F smash. Speaking of knowing when to shield, like again, another brilliant moment to shield, knowing that you can't try to leverage that further. Oh my gosh, are we actually going to watch
no way. No, that's it.
Did it do it?
That's
yeah,
it.
dash attack.
That was crazy though. Wrackle definitely could have won that.
By the way, if you're just tuning in and you're looking at the score and you're like, okay, well, Wrackle won the first game, we're seeing why. Wrackle very aware of certain situations. Seeing Techno say that, lol, I don't know if we can swear on this broadcast, so just refer to Twitch chat for that one. But man, that was a spicy match. Yeah.
Yeah, extremely spicy. I've honestly that's like a full story arc, hero's journey in a game right there.
Refusing the call, like just
yeah.
It went from refusing the call to answering the call in the very end, and then unfortunately the conclusion didn't go the way I'm sure people wanted it to, but
Wrackle really messing around by the ledge and Techno like abusing that so well. Like that's kind of what you have to do, you know? Like get box off stage, hit your edge guards. Good shine stall there to avoid the charge shot.
It's definitely, I think like one of the things we kind of haven't mentioned, lovely wave time there as well, also something that's really hard to do. I would be kind of surprised if Wrackle wasn't a box player. If Wrackle isn't a box player, Wrackle is quite goated, but there's certain things that I'm like, it's a really fast, wave shine out of shield nair. And some things are just kind of hard to do, so, and like,
yeah.
As someone who's like tried kind of those kind of rectangle controllers quite extensively, I think one thing people don't talk about enough, again, not trying to bring up the conversation, is like, all the things that are harder on them. So, it's not quite that simple, but just the way they're playing. I wonder if anyone in the chat can confirm.
Really good by Techno to call out Wrackle's overextension into the corner, using that aerial interrupt and dash attacking them off stage there.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the other things that's kind of funny about this set so far is we just watched Wrackle kind of like SD and get punished and kind of like set up a 4-stock, then almost reverse 4-stock. Wow, I hate that combo. It's just terrible.
That's evil.
It honestly is evil. But yeah, we saw like Wrackle kind of dominating, bringing it back, and then now we have basically an even game. Like it's just, you really can't predict or call how these games are going to go. A sign of like pretty well-matched players, to be honest. Nice get up attack.
It was lucky that Wrackle got his jump back there, because otherwise he was probably pretty dead. I think Samus can kind of go down there. Wrackle playing, yeah, really, really aggressively at the ledge here. Oh no, not like that. That's tough.
This will be kind of sad if Wrackle loses purely because of sort of shaky games 3 and 4.
That should be it. Yep. Okay, so still an even game here. You know, 5 lasers and it's even.
Going for that
great light shield.
There, looks like.
Yeah.
Or just catching the jump. Ooh, the spacing.
Slowly giving up the stage, but working out. Oh yeah, just crouching in the corner menacingly. Tournament winner, but gets off.
Great light
oh,
well.
Really interesting roll. Oh, if Wrackle gets clipped there by the Nair, they're dead for sure. Like, that's tough.
Good spacing on shield though. I just like the patience of both players. Techno not kind of forcing it out of the corner. Missiles are going to make this tricky. The shield is so small. Oh,
yeah, that doesn't work at the ledge.
Up smash.
Fox has always tried to punish the slide off with like down tilt or up tilt or up smash. I have yet to see it actually work. And I do have to do that all the time. Like, you know, at 100, Puff gets down throw a lot.
Yeah. Oh.
Great use. Oh! Great use of the
so
corner
big.
there. Great DI on the down smash though, and really smart to go back to ledge instead of forcing their way back in.
Oh my gosh. This is so close too. And like, you know, Techno one kind of hit away from getting this set, but Wrackle answering back, taking us to a game 5. Damn.
Good composure there, not to, even though they were really, I'm really impressed because they are playing into Techno's like win condition here. You know, Techno is like using the ledge and using their invincibility and their aerial interrupts, trying to catch them with a down smash or a dash attack off stage. And Wrackle is going into the corner but just not getting hit enough times for it to matter.
Yeah.
Game 5 Battlefield. Interesting.
We're gonna see big edge guard here, not really, but decent open up. The slide off making it a lot more tricky, and yet Techno still manages to do a decent job of following up. I love seeing kind of modern defensive play out, where someone does like a slide off or something similar, and the other player still is like, no, I knew you were gonna do that. Crazy up smash too.
Great tech chase there.
Yes.
They kind of put themselves in a position to cover maybe only that. I don't know if Fox can cover everything there, but if it was, if that is to the case, then that was an awesome read. I guess it would have beat like if they didn't ASDI down tech the Nair. If they had just gotten knocked up, they would have gotten up smash too. So playing really safe under these platforms, which I like from Wrackle.
One of the things I was thinking of is Techno went for just the wave dash back down smash, and I feel like we haven't actually seen that much, which is kind of like the Samus special. It's the Big Mac of Samus combos, you know, just like wave dash back, get a juicy open up, and I guess, you know, just Wrackle too smart for that, you know, for the most part.
Well, it's obviously good, very high reward, but it does lose to a simple overshoot, you know. And when people have like really good control of their characters, they will overshoot on you over and over again and punish you for doing like the quote-unquote lazy option, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, up air? Oh, great SDI though. That could have been a kill, I think, if Techno hadn't gotten the SDI on that. Interesting follow-up with the down smash there. Doesn't really get anything off of it, but I haven't really seen that before.
I really love the way that Wrackle has been using platforms so far. It just kind of makes it look like every time Fox is on a platform versus Samus, Samus is like kind of in a losing situation, at least versus Wrackle. Beautiful run forward, either a shield drop or just kind of like Isaiah cancel type thing, or whatever. Isaiah drop, I guess is the term. To get the 4 there.
Interesting. Good edge guard. Good lead here, but again, it's just like one reversal away. Punishing the up B with the up smash there. That was great positioning by Wrackle there to make that happen.
Something you usually see in like an edge guard situation when they kind of go like above the stage. So to get up there on the platform, very, very, very good positioning. Good STI away on the drill, though, not giving Wrackle the opening that they need. Oh, but this is big damage when you're on your last stock, and that is gonna do it. Wrackle getting all the momentum they need, taking it all the way to top 8, I believe. So that was very, very impressive.
I hadn't heard of Wrackle before today, and they put up a really good show, showing some really like clean technical fox play. So that was great.
Yeah, definitely really, really impressive stuff. I think we had a lot of good sets today. We had a lot of Samus, which is not something I'm used to, but not something that's bad either. I think Samus is in a strange spot because it's a very, very technical character that can like do a lot of like wacky, impressive things, but they're also not that good. So there's this weird like struggle between how they get the openings and how they take games.
Character is also very underrepresented right now, so it's great to see a couple people putting in some serious work. The only name that really enters a lot on the big stages is the Swooper recently.
Yeah, I see Techno in chat saying Samus is very good. I am just bad. I will be better next time. That's the mentality you need to have if you're playing a character that is underrepresented, for sure. But I believe that is going to do it for us, if I am correct on that. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a blast. Faust, of course, it was a pleasure commentating with you. And yeah, do you want to kind of shout out anything before we sign off?
I'm currently working on setting up a Patreon to get my coaching back up again. You can also follow my Twitter. Both of them are just, I think, Faust SSBM. So
what do you coach? What characters?
I can probably coach most characters, but Puff is like the main one I coach. Because I actually know how to play.
Very, very cool. So once again, thank you guys for tuning into the Gallant Melee Open. I'm Radar. I'm going to be back tomorrow with top 8 with Walt. It's been a blast, and thank you for watching. Keep it locked here. We have, I believe, Good Evening Melee coming up next. I just
more content.
Yep. So keep it locked. We got more content coming up soon.
Take it easy.